Hey guys, Peteplayed back here again with another Starfield guide, and today I've got my second ship build guide for you. And this one's gonna be of the N1 Starfighter, Mandalorian's very own ship. Let's get to it, shall we? Now before we start the build guys, just a quick note about this build. I tried to build it through the ship vendors. It is too difficult. There's far too many ship parts spread out through the world of Starfield, and it's too much of a hassle and it's almost nearly impossible. So my advice is simply make a landing bay on your outpost and make it from there. It's going to make it so much easier and quicker. Let's get to it, shall we? So as it was for my last ship guide, I would simply recommend you steal a ship, register it, and disassemble it. It's much cheaper than buying a ship and editing it. Or if you have a ship that you want to disassemble, go for that. But certainly don't buy a ship just to do this. It's just too expensive. So let's start with the bottom part. We're going to start off with our landing bay. And our landing bay is going to be the NG6 landing bay. You will find it on the base. Here it is. This is our first part. Next up is going to be our landing gear, which is going to be the Accu-Lander 11 landing gear port. And we're going to place it like this. Next up is going to be another one of these, another landing gear. Then we're going to do a reactor, and we're going to get the 101 DS mag internal reactor. Keep in mind you need piloting rank 3 for this one. And place it like so. Then we have our engine, which is going to be the Amun 3 engine, and we're going to place it at the end. And now on the left side we're going to have some structural parts, which are going to be the Nova Cowling 2A, 2LSA. So let's get it to it. So it's going to be on this side, and it's going to be here, and we're going to place it like so. Next up is going to be again that side, and you're going to get this one, the Nova Cowling 2LSF, and you're going to place it like so. Basically we just want to cover these parts, the sides, so they're not seen. The same for this side, Nova Cowling 2LPF, and again on this side we just have to get the other one, the other variation, and here we go. And that's it. Next up, we're going to build the second part, the top part, which is going to be the middle part actually. We're going to start off with the Taiyo Cowling foretop. It's a structural piece. Basically, this is going to be our nose of the middle part. Let's build it on the side so it's easier. Then we have the Deimos How A. It's again a structural piece. Here it is, and we're going to place it right here. Then we have the structural Warden SG100. Sorry, it's a shield. We're going to place it right over here. Then we've got our hub, our first hub, and it's going to be the Deimos all-in-one Berth 3-1. This one. And we're going to place it right over here. Next up, we do have some structural pieces here as well, which are going to be the Nova Cowling 1LSM. We're basically wanting to cover the sides. Sorry, it's in the structural one. So it's this one, but we want it to be on the other side. And we're going to place it over here. Remember, our wings are going to connect here. So keep these sides free. We're going to work from here down. This side here as well, we're going to get at 1 LPM, place it like so. Then we're going to get the ends, but the back ends, and we're going to place one here on the back. Basically, we're doing what we did here. We're just covering the sides. And one more. Next up, we have our Grav drive. So let's go over to Grav drives, and we're going to get the R2000 Alpha Grav drive, this one. And we're going to place it like so. Next up, we have our back piece, which is going to be another structural piece. It's going to be Nova Cowling 2LTA. So it's from here to 2LTF. Simply scroll down to the end, and there it is. And you place it right at the back of the Grav drive. And finally, on this piece, we're going to put more structural parts to cover the sides. And they're going to be the Taiyo side caps. These ones. Taiyo side cap port is the right one. We need 2 of these to cover both sides. And on this side, simply just press Z to rotate it. And it's going to be the Taiyo side cap Stbd. Here you can see it. And that'll be it for this part. We are going to add a missile launcher over here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. That's going to be the CE-09 missile launcher over here. And simply place it right on top of the Nova Cowling 2LTA. Next up, we have our cockpit. And we're going to have a small cockpit simply because the N1 Starfighter has a very small cockpit. And that one is going to be the Armstrong 10 cockpit. I'm going to place it right over here. Next up, we're going to place a hab right behind it. And it's going to be the HopeTech Companion 1x1. The HopeTech Companionway Fuselage B. And we're going to place it like so. And then we've got our HopeTech Companion 1x1, which is going to be this one. We'll place it on top of here. Then we are going to cover these sides again with the same Taiyo side caps. So let's go ahead and do that from the structural menu. Here they are. And one more on this side. Just simply rotate it with Z. Next up, we have our Docker, which is going to go over here. And let's get that. It's going to be the Connect Pro Docker top. This one here. And simply place it on top of the Companionway 1x1. And then our final piece over here is going to be a structural piece. It's going to be the Deimos Cowling AFT. It's going to be from the Deimos Cowling 4. Simply press Z, rotate it to get the back piece, and you've got the AFT. And I'll just place it over here. And that is our top middle part done, guys. We can go ahead and place it on the middle bottom part. Simply double click to select everything and drop it down with F. Remember that the Taiyo Cowling foretop needs to stick out in front of the landing bay, so keep that in mind. And now we just have our sides to do, and we're going to start off with a structural piece. It's going to be the Stroud mid bracer. Here it is, and we're going to place it over here on the side. Then we've got a HopeTech nose A, which is going to cover the front part of this piece of the mid bracer. Here it is. And place it like so. And next out, we've got our Stroud engine bracer, which is going to be the braces we're going to use for this one. Bracer A, and place it like so. So after our Stroud engine bracer, we've got the Stroud cap B, which is another structural piece. And this one over here. And it's going to connect our wing. Then we have our Stroud braking engine, which is going to be on the front. Then we have our Nova Cowling 2L, which is going to be this one here. And we're going to place it like so. The Nova Cowling 2LPA. Then we have our fuel tanks. We're going to go with the M30 Ulysses HE3 tank. And then we're going to press Z to rotate it, so we can attach it here. And finally we have our engine over here, which is going to be the White Dwarf 1020 engine. Simply press Z to rotate it. We're going to add our final weapons at the end. So let's go ahead and duplicate this part. Again, we're going to start off with the Stroud mid bracer from the structural menu. Stroud mid bracer over here and place it like so. Then we're going to get our HopeTech nose A port, which is going to be the AFT one now. Stbd, sorry. HopeTech nose A. Just rotate it and you get the Stbd. And place it like so. Then we've got a Stroud engine bracer. Here it is. And then we've got our Stroud cap B. We're just going to flip it for Stbd AFT. So it can be for the left side. We've got our braking engine again on the front. And we've got a Nova Cowling 2L, which is going to be this one. And we're going to rotate it to get the SA piece. Place it like so. Then we've got our fuel tank, which again is the M30 Ulysses HE3 tank. Place it on the inward side. And then we've got our White Dwarf 1020 engine. And we're going to attach it like so. And our Starfighter is nearly complete, guys. Now at the bottom, we're going to attach some weapons. You can go for other preferred weapons. However, I chose to go with the Autocannon and place it over here on the inside. And then I chose to go with the Flare P15 MWIR pulse laser, and I'm gonna place it over here. And then I'm gonna do that on the left side as well. So let's get our 10-4 autocannon and place it over here. And our pulse laser and place that over here. And there we have it, guys, our Starfighter. Now we have to assign our weapons. I'm gonna go with the missile launcher first, second the pulse laser, and third the autocannon. It says we have unattached modules. Don't worry about that. Just select the ship and put it together, and there you have it. That is the N1 Starfighter complete. Now we just want to recolor it, make it silver. This color, it suits it best on all parts, simply because we don't really have a metallic color here in the color menu, unfortunately. Hopefully a patch will fix that. And we accept, and that is that. That is our N1 Starfighter complete, guys. So I'm gonna accept it, N1 Starfighter, and here it is, guys. Let's go inside. Let's take a look inside. Remember, this is a small ship, so there's not much to see inside. Just a hab we've placed, and we can go up. Again, really not much to see here except the cockpit and one more Companionway bay here. But then again, the N1 Starfighter is a pretty small ship, so that's the whole idea. And that's the idea why we have the small cockpit as well. As long as we can fit Baby Yoda with us. And that's going to be it for this ship build guide, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have fun with the build and making your own N1 Starfighter. Thank you for watching. If you like the guide and all the other guides I'm making, please consider subscribing, giving them a like. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.